Okay.
Hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I have to get rid of that somehow. Oh,
You just want to mute it because you just need to see the chat. Hi guys, welcome to YouTuber of the Week. Of course, I'm going to check to make sure that we are live, and we are. So hi guys, welcome to Nay's Days. I am Nay. Thank you so very much for coming and checking out my channel. If you guys can be the sweetest and leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe down below. Also, turn on that post notification bell so you never miss a video. And happy Saturday, everybody. So I'm going to put this on so I can see who is here. If you guys are just joining us, make sure you tweet out this video. We want to try to get as many people in here as possible so you guys can check out this week's YouTuber of the Week. So we're just going to wait a little bit because sometimes YouTube doesn't send them out right away. So I'm going to tweet this out. Let me go on. And Martin, you were going to tweet it out as well. All right, let's see. So would you like to introduce you and your channel and tell us what it's all about?
Hi everybody, I'm Martin and I run the Mr. G channel. My content is very much vlogs with a bit of sarcasm, try to do a bit of comedy, and I do the odd gaming stream and the game related to videos.
So you just changed your channel name, didn't you?
Yes, it was a couple of months ago because my content moved away from just doing pure gaming, and then someone suggested, look, if you're going to do that, rebrand the whole thing. So I've banded a few names around you, obviously the YouTube groups, and I said the best thing to do is maybe strict the gaming to G, and I thought, yeah, actually, so it still comes the MR gaming, but it's then now comes Mr. G, so kind of worked out in the end.
Yeah, because I know that when I was looking up, I know you were MR Gaming. And you did more than just gaming, because you did Cock of the Week, you did gaming, like you're very versatile. So, which is pretty awesome because that's awesome to have on a channel. So what got you into YouTube? Like what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
Well, when I was 28 years old, I started doing stage acting, and which obviously gave me that confidence to start performing. And because of that, I then got a couple of videos acting. So I got show reels, and I then started to put my show reel onto YouTube. And I started getting subscribers and hits, which I thought was strange. And I thought, do you know what? Why don't I actually turn this into just like being about my show reel? I actually start talking about being about me as a performer. So I then decided to start doing bit of gaming because it was something I really was interested in doing, and then I got passionate about a subject a few months ago, and I thought I really want to actually put this out there. So I done the vlog, and because of doing the vlog, it got me a lot of hits and it got me a lot of subscribers, and that's what made me change direction, going the way I've now gone.
That's very awesome. And for people who don't know, where are you from?
I'm from the county of Essex in the UK.
Pretty awesome. And so, guys, I know that we normally don't do YouTuber of the Week on Saturdays, except for my friends who are across the pond, because the time difference is 5 hours, right?
I believe Eastern Seaboard, you're 5 hours, and then I think is it 7 hours for the west side?
I think so, yeah, because right now it's 10 o'clock, and I think it's
now 3:05. So yeah, it's about a good 5 hours difference between you and me.
So it's morning to us and good afternoon to you.
Yeah, we're in the future.
What's happening right now? Can you send us information? Is it as cold as it is here over there?
Unfortunately, it is very cold. I think you very much have very similar weather patterns to us. So yeah, you get the cold, we get the cold a few days later because unfortunately it's traveling across the Atlantic.
Oh my goodness. So we have Dan from Dose of Dad on here. He has a pretty interesting channel. It's him and his daughter, and he kind of reminds me a lot of you because you guys are both very intelligent. So, and I love watching both of your channels. So if you guys are here, just make sure you comment below so that we know that you're here. Hi, Dontro. Guys, this is Martin. So if you guys have not heard of him or checked out his channel, of course, I leave their links in the description below. So make sure you click on that link, check out his channels, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Of course, hit that post notification bell too. So you said that you rebranded yourself a few months ago, changed your name. But do you do some gaming here and there?
I do the odd game stream when I feel like it, and sometimes I may have ideas about games, whether it's a vlog-related gaming idea or just basically just seeing something in a game and thinking, do you know what, that'd be a really good comedy moment to put online. And very much now, I think the gaming is very much a spur of the moment thing. It's not pre-planned as it used to be.
Now, you have a new series. Oh, I have like a little hair. You have a new series on your channel. And can you tell us a little bit about that? Why did you start it, and how you find your inspirations?
I'm assuming you're talking about Cock of the Month. Basically, I read obviously a lot of newspapers. I watch a lot of news TV programs, and there are people that just make you go, "Oh, what a cock!" And I thought, why don't I actually make a little video, basically it's a roasting video, but it's not done in a kind of very nasty way, but it's kind of like, if someone does something so stupid, you just feel you've got to react to that. And that's how it, because basically one of my friends was a YouTuber, he had a reaction video against him, but it was very, very toxic. And so I checked him out, and I thought he definitely come as a Cock of the Month. And because of that, he was the direction that caused me to do this kind of thing. You know, so now I then obviously saw bigger YouTubers like Laura Lee and a couple of guys called Extreme Games, and because of that, now it's actually helped my channel grow in strength because of it. Because I think people like that sarcasm to my personality.
Dan says, I just skimmed his videos about why he hates small YouTubers, and he says it a lot nicer than he does. Yeah, so make sure you like I know that people, so YouTuber of the Week, if you guys don't know what it is, I know Martin, you've seen it before. So YouTuber of the Week is a spotlight interview series. It's an interactive live chat that we have on my channel. As you guys can tell, we're doing it right now. And it's a way to give your channel additional exposure, and that it's spotlighting you and your channel. And so people can get an insight of what your channel is all about, kind of like if it's something that they would subscribe to. So I love doing this series, and I'm so glad you're a part of it. I know Dan was a part of it as well, so he kind of knows, you know, what you're going through right now. But yeah, so smaller YouTubers it's kind of like a hit or miss. I think that, I mean, personally, I think that the bigger YouTubers are kind of like taking over and not giving the small YouTubers who actually do put in a lot of time, a lot of work into their videos, but they're not getting noticed, you know?
I think what I found with obviously being part of the community now is obviously when the demonetization come along, it kind of made me seek out other people like me, and I have found there's so much talent out there that sadly isn't getting the airtime that they deserve. I mean, I found people like Hatman, Jimbo Shreds, yourself, and some of the people in the community that I just love what they do, because they're very much got very similar humor to me, or they do stuff that's just so clever, and you're thinking, why can't these people be bigger, you know?
Yeah, and I think eventually it will get to that point, but just like not right now. So you were naming a few YouTubers that you watched and kind of get some ideas. So what are some YouTubers that give you inspiration to make your videos?
I think because back then it was the gaming, so it was very much the PlayStation Access guys and girls outside Xbox, because it's their personalities that made me go back to their stuff, because they're very funny people. I think out of small YouTubers, it is basically some of the people I mentioned, because it's that sarcasm, because I think that's very much a very British trait. We have this sarcastic nature.
Now, with having that sarcastic nature. I know personally, I'm very happy. I'm outgoing. I mean, of course, there are some days that like it's a Monday or it's just like not a good day, but I'm still trying to spread that positivity no matter what. But there are often times that I do get hate comments. So with your cock of the week or just some of your topics that you may discuss, some people are going to have an opposite opinion of that. So,
absolutely.
So how do you deal with hate comments?
I think the best way to deal with them is go, thank you very much for watching. If you're passionate about this one, maybe try out another one of the videos where it's very, very similar. But the best thing to do is not to rise to them, because the more you fuel them, the more they're going to come back with the hate. I think the best way is trying to defuse the situation in the most intelligent way you can, because I think they are looking for you to get a rise. And the thing is, don't buy it. That's one thing I have learned very, very quickly.
Yeah. And that's very smart, because a lot of times is that YouTube is it's very hard. It's not easy. I mean, putting up a video, a lot of people don't realize how much it takes to do a video, content, record it, edit, upload, all of that. So they just see the video, they see the end product on marketing. So when they leave hate comments, you kind of like take it personally. You're like, well, you have no idea what it took to make that video. But you got to kind of think of it as that like everyone has opinions, and they may not like that, but they may like something else, like you said. So you guys you got to treat it as like a profession at that point. A lot of people who are, demonetized or haven't been monetized yet, it's the hardest working job that you don't get paid for, pretty much.
I think that's the thing. I think what's always kept me going is the passion for performing, and I think sometimes, yes, I do get up and I think, oh, I really just don't want to do this today. But I think what brings me back to that is the fact that I love doing what I'm doing, and I love some of the comments I get on my channel that says, great work, really love the video. And I think it makes me think that's just that nice little buzz that you get every time someone gives that lovely little comment.
Yeah. And that's, I think that's what, if you guys are, good morning, Fim. If you guys are going through something, like everyone's going through something. I know I just made a video about opening up. Like if you're going through depression or have anxiety or stress, it's okay to open up. So make sure you guys go check out that video. But it's those, when we're feeling down, when we're like, oh, you know what? My last video, it didn't get that many views, or, I'm like really stressed out. And then you see those nice, sweet comments and you're like, that's why I do what I do. Yeah. Hi, Trevor. Dan,
I totally agree with you. It is a case of, there are times, yes, I do a video and I put a lot of heart and soul into it. And when it first starts, you think, a couple of hits, oh, okay. And a few days later, it's actually taken off. And it is just that I really love that. It made me laugh out loud. And it makes me think, maybe there is a little bit of talent in my being that's actually in making people enjoy what I do.
Yeah. And that's pretty cool. So guys, if you guys are just joining us, please comment below. Let us know that you're here. Make sure you tweet out this video so we can have more people come in and ask questions. So for the viewers, how this YouTuber of the Week works, it is live, as you guys can tell. You guys can ask us any questions. You can ask me questions, but more importantly, ask the YouTuber of the Week, because we are spotlighting their channel. And just any questions regarding them, their channel, their content, just anything. And I will ask them right here, right now, and you guys will get your answers. And if you guys like what you hear, like what you see, make sure you head over to their channel. Their link is in the description below. Click on them, show some support and love. Tell them that you came from my channel. And let's just have fun this morning or this afternoon. So I love how the positive comments give you that motivation to keep going. Now, how long have you been doing YouTube?
Seriously, about 2 years.
Okay.
I think before then it was, like I said, it was just the show reels. I think actually sitting down and doing content is about 2 years now. Yeah,
that's the same for me. Like when I first started, I was just like uploading. Like it wasn't a channel. It was more of like, it's a platform that I just uploaded a video once every 3 months. It wasn't a passion. It wasn't like real until like 2 years ago. So from what you know now, like, this is my favorite question, and it's kind of long, but it's a really great question. It makes you kind of think. So for doing YouTube for 2 years, what is something you know now that you wish you knew when you first started your videos?
I think, to be honest, I've learned a lot of lessons from doing this. I think because I obviously do a lot of vlogs, I think it's definitely scripting, going through that script and make sure that script is on point. I think the thumbnail artwork needs to basically pop people, because before, when I first started, I was doing basically what they give you, the free options. And then someone said, look, you've got to imagine it's like a book cover or video cover. You need to draw that viewer in. So that was number 2. And I think basically be part of the community was, be out there, help people grow, and as you grow yourself, because we're all in the fight together. And I think that's the thing. It's a case of, we're not individuals basically trying to fight our own little place. I think, yes, you've got a voice in your corner. At the same time, if you see someone who needs help them, because they're going to come back to you and thinking, thank you very much, whoever helped me. I'm going to check out your stuff. Oh, I really love your stuff. I'm going to hit that subscribe button. So by helping them grow, you actually help yourself grow. And I think I really wish I knew those things when I first started, because I didn't know anybody on YouTube at all. So I was literally trying to make a little name for myself without knowing anybody. And a lot of people then said, use things like tags. When you upload a video, put the tags that are relevant so you can conquer that search engine optimization. And I'm thinking, that makes sense. Yeah. I really wish somebody had told me that day one. When there was a little rule book that says, do this, do that, and do that, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. And I love how, like, your answers kind of lead me into my next questions, because I do have a list of questions. I've memorized them, but it's funny how you're leading me into what my next question was going to be. And it happened twice already. So I think we're on the same page. Hi, McKnight. So you were mentioning community. And yeah, if you have not heard me say this before, there are Facebook groups that are YouTube support communities that you guys can join, meet fellow YouTubers of different genres, the same genre, give you ideas, support each other, because like Martin said, you're not in this alone. And if you come in this thinking that you're just gonna shoot off, make it huge, unless you know somebody, you're not. So going into these communities, Martin and I have been, I don't know, Martin, how long? I think we've known each other about 2 years in the community.
I think I joined the community just after the demonetization, which was around about, I think, last February. So it's round about getting on for a year though. I've known each other, and we've known each other.
And community is what we're talking about. There's a community, it's called YouTube Creators Alliance. That is the group that I run along with a few other YouTubers. McKnight, if you go in the description below, it should be there. I have it on now, let me say. Yeah, McKnight, if you go in the description, you'll see his YouTube channel. Just click on that. So, yes, so one of the groups that the only group I run now is YouTube Creators Alliance. It's pretty awesome. It is, we have different threads, as in you push your video, you support another YouTuber. So that's, kind of like growing together, building each other up, because that's how we're going to succeed, is if you support other people and not just think about it for yourself. And you guys can do collabs, and it's a lot of fun. And Martin is one of my moderators in YCA, and he's pretty amazing. I know we were in another unmentionable community that we left.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
But he is pretty amazing. He supports my channel, and he supports me as a administrator on those groups. And I thank you for doing that. I mean, I really appreciate it, because I'm not paying you to do it. You're volunteering your time. Like, I volunteer my time to, make sure that the group runs smoothly. And so I really appreciate it. So I wanted to make that a public, besides not just in our group, I wanted to make it a YouTube that I really appreciate all of your hard work. It's not easy, as you know.
No.
But I do appreciate you and your assistance in making sure that the group runs smoothly.
Well, the things, obviously you asked me to come a moderator, and it was a case of, let's try and put people on the right path. There's obviously people come in not knowing, what they should do, and people don't make mistakes. So you could say, look, don't make the same mistake I made. Be better by doing this. And I think that's the thing. It's about helping other people go through what you didn't, or try not to go through what you went through, and hopefully then it will better their channel in the long run.
Yeah, because I know that, you have seen it too. McKnight, Finn, Dan, Dontrell, you guys probably have seen this, is that in the groups, they're free. You guys can go access them, ask questions, get support, get advice. But you can also tell who's in YouTube for a passion, who's doing it to support other people, who's doing it to spread positivity, to send a message. But then you also see people who don't understand that YouTube is about supporting one another and not just, hey, come check out my channel. And I noticed that, and it's kind of sad, because we've had a few people who, join the daily thread and don't support the person above them. And, kind of like when you call them out and like, hey, just support the person, they're like, oh, this group isn't for me. It's like, so you're in it for yourself and not help other people. It's kind of sad. So guys, if you guys are, have never been in it's not a support group, like you cry, you laugh, it's more of like announcements and support and encouragement. That's what I mean by support. And I think everyone needs that. Like, it's different ideas are thrown back and forth. And guys, YouTube is about supporting and building your community and helping each other grow, not just, being selfish and just having yourself grow.
Well, example, sometimes obviously I'll create a thumbnail and I'll put it up and say, look, what do you guys think? Would you click on that thumbnail? And then people say, I like it, but you could do this to it. And you're thinking, yeah, why didn't I think of that? And it's just that get that nice little inspiration, or see something I didn't see when I was creating it. Or they'll just come back and say, yeah, I really love it, go with it. And I think that's the thing. It's just getting other YouTubers' opinion on something that we all share together.
Yeah. Dan says, I really like #NoSmallCreator. The way they require you to cut a specific trailer to share your content. A lot of fun. That's another good group. I will have to check that out, Dan. Send me the link. So joining communities is very important to help grow your channel and to share your channel. Dan said, I stopped engaging in the groups that do watch the... thanks, Dan. He goes, I stopped engaging in the groups that do the watch the video above yours stuff. When I would reply, I would say, this is what I like. This is what I could see improved. People got highly offended. So Dan is, like I said, Dan's just like you, or very similar to you. He just doesn't want people to say, oh, I love your editing. I love this. Dan will say, I like this. This is what you can do to improve, which is great, because, if your video isn't, it has low views, there's a reason, because maybe the editing or the content is great. And Dan's trying to offer friendly, free advice on how you can become a better YouTuber. And you do that too.
Yeah, the thing is, I will watch someone's video and then I will like look at the description and maybe there's nothing in the description. So I'll come back and say, look, just to let you know, if you fill out a description, that helps actually the keywords that you would have tagged for video, thus hopefully getting you more hits. Or like, yeah, coming back and saying, I really loved what you did, but why don't you do this? And hopefully they'll take it on board, and so the next video is stronger than the previous one.
Yeah. So, it depends on, I guess, how they receive that message, because anything written can be interpreted differently. And when someone's going, I think, against what you think, like a comment that you should get, they take it negatively, which he's not giving you a negative feedback. He's giving you a positive, uplifting what you should do to make it better. So hi Gavin, he goes, whoa, YouTuber of the week on a Saturday. Yes. So guys, if you guys are just joining us, welcome. Happy Saturday. Good morning on my end. Martin is actually from the United Kingdom, so he is like 5 hours ahead of us. So it is like 3:30 his time. And so Martin's channel is Mr. G. I want to say MR Gaming. It's Mr. G, and he has a variety of content on his channel. Sometimes he does gaming, sometimes he does Cock of the Month, which is pretty funny. Dan says, I'm a very tough love version of you. Gavin says, wait a minute, Holy Mother of Delic, is that a TARDIS?
That is, yes, a TARDIS behind me. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, and it's a case of, it's one of my passions. So occasionally I will do a vlog about something I love about Doctor Who, or something I dislike about what they've done with the current series, and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, exciting.
I haven't watched Doctor Who, so I know a lot of people said I should, but I haven't. So what is your, I know you used to do gaming and sometimes you do. What is your favorite game to play?
If you're talking about all-time favorite game, would have to be Skyrim, because I have spent countless hours. I couldn't say exactly how many hours, but I think it's got to be at least 600. Because I just love going back to that world from time to time and doing a new playthrough and play it different than how I've done it before. You know, and I think that's the thing with games now. They give you that choice of doing a particular path, but they give you a choice to do another path. So you can think, I've done it this way, why don't I go and see what it's like to be this? I mean, I try to be heroic in my games, but sometimes it's the case you just want to be a little nasty. So then you do a second playthrough where you're going to be an absolute arsehole. Excuse my French.
I'm not monetized yet. It's okay.
No.
Now, what is your most favorite current game that you've played? I know you played Red Dead Redemption. You played Far Cry. They're the ones that I can just think off the top of my head. I'm not a gamer, so you know.
I think my current time sink is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I love ancient history, and because of that, they mix that kind of ancient history with a little bit of mythology, and that's always fascinated me, not as just a gamer, but as a person in a whole. I just love that ancient culture that was so simple back then.
Yeah, Dan says the Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a great game. Story was a little weak compared to the first.
Sadly, I didn't get to play the first one, so I know bits about it, but not enough to make a judgment call. I mean, I did enjoy the story, and not doing the spoilers, it was quite surprising how the whole story turned out. And I think if you haven't played it, to those that do play games, definitely check it out, because it's a massive, great open world that you've got that freedom to do what you want. You can play cards in it. You can go out and just just explore and hunt, and I think that's the thing. What I love about these games is sometimes I don't play the story. I just go, I'm gonna just hang out in the world and just enjoy the ambience.
So I wonder if maybe one thing that you could do is do the redemption one and then compare the two. That could be a future, you know, channel, like a future topic. Dan says the original RDR made me feel like I had something in my eye. Not gonna lie. Okay, so guys, leave your questions below. And I will ask Martin right here. Make sure you of course, go in the description, click on his channel, check out his channel, subscribe to him, show him some love. You were sent from Miss Daisy herself. So with doing YouTube, what has been the most rewarding thing?
I think for me, it's the friendships I've made through again the communities, because it's a case of without those friends, I think it would have felt alone, and I think that's the thing. I think the biggest thing is, as I keep saying, is the community, because there's so many like-minded souls out there that understand what you're going through and that you can learn from and you can teach them. And I think that would always be the thing that I can, if I stop YouTube tomorrow, which I won't, but I can look back and thinking, yeah, I made a lot of good friends, and I've even met a couple of them, and they're really, really lovely people. And I think that's the thing when you're doing YouTube, you're not alone if you seek these people out, and like you said, the Facebook groups are a great community for building up that nice relationship.
Okay, so we talked about the rewards. What has been the most challenging?
I think most challenging, is writing those scripts. Sometimes it's goes to just getting that idea right for what I need to do in the video, because a lot of people say I don't script when they're doing the vlogs. I just go off the cuff, but I can't do the improvisation because I end up going and I think for me I need that script just to give me the and so I think that's the thing. It's coming up with the idea and then sitting down and getting the motivation to write that script. And I think that is always the hardest part of the creating process. And I think the second hardest, is the editing. It's just getting that editing just spot on how you need that to be.
Yeah, because like when you record, of course you're going to record a lot more content, but then editing, you kind of don't want to. You have to record a lot so you have something to work with. If you don't record enough, you're like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to edit the way that I want it to? Hi, Andy. Andy Wah is on. Thank you, Andy. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here. Andy has never been able to catch a YouTuber of the week because of his crazy schedule. So he's finally here. I'm so excited. So thank you for joining us, Andy. Any questions you guys have, leave in the comments below. I will ask them right here, right now. Martin, sorry, not Martin. Bansky said for Martin, what was your opinion of the New Year's Doctor Who special?
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I did like a lot of the elements of the story, but I didn't like the soapiness to the story. And I think sometimes I just want a special to be that popcorn experience of coming in and going, just entertain me. And I think sadly that didn't give me that full satisfaction going away from the story as it could have done.
Dan says he mentioned vlogs. Browsing through his videos, it's more of a story time vlog, talking head, or bringing the viewer with him on his day. What kind of vlogs do you do?
I mean, for me, I never talk about my day because I find my days very, very boring. So, and that's why I kind of like to talk about a subject, whether it is a person, or it's about Doctor Who, or it's about something I'm very passionate about, or very angry in some cases. Because if I did about me, there's not much to say, to be absolutely honest with you.
Oh, no. That's what, like, when I started doing YouTube, my girlfriend, she says, why don't you do like dailies or like do it a few times a week? And I go, but my life's not interesting. And she's like, Steph, you have, you're married, you have 3 kids, you do sign language, the kids are involved in sports, you have this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess my life, does have, craziness to it. So I can do vlogs. Dan says, commentary, story time, got it. He just wanted to have an understanding what you meant by vlogs. So with your videos, I know that it's a little bit different from story time to video games. But what do you use to record and to edit your videos?
Well, I can actually show you my little camera. This is my little baby, which is a Sony HD camera. It's not the best camera in the world, but it does the job. And if I'm recording computer games, it is actually through the PlayStation because they got this share option.
Okay. Yeah, because I think, like I said, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about gaming, games, editing. But you need a screen capture card, correct?
Not with the PlayStation. It's the PlayStation 4 has a built-in software where you can capture up to an hour's footage of video, or you can do live stream, which then just is literally how long ever you want to go on for. And I think that's the beauty of what actually helped me as a computer game, was the fact that I didn't need additional technology to record the stuff I do.
Gotcha. Now, what do you use to edit your videos?
I just use the Windows Movie Maker. I know it's not the best video editing suite out there, but it does the job I need to do for the time being.
So, and that's pretty awesome. And I know that I've told you guys before, if you guys are daisies, and have seen my videos before. So majority, I'm going to say 99% of my videos are with my phone. I have an iPhone 10 or the iPhone X. I use this to do my vlogs, sometimes to do my sit downs. If I'm home, I might use my husband's Canon G7X. But, I pay a lot for my phone, and it has a great camera. So you have to kind of work with what you have. You don't have to spend $1,000 on an amazing camera or, $500 on this editing software. Use what you have. Free is still good. Dan says, also, bro, Dan cracks me up. I love him. Martin, make sure you go check out Dan's channel.
I definitely will.
He goes, bro, I'm a single dad, work from home, broke, fat, and bald. I can make my days look semi-exciting through the magic of Adobe Premiere and editing. So, yes, editing. The power of editing is, even though it takes so much time to edit, even a 6-minute video, depending on how much content you recorded, it makes your video. So if you have sloppy editing or you don't like it, but you have to do it because this is what we do. So it being 2019, which is super, super crazy. I just can't believe how fast this 2018 year went. It just gets faster and faster as we get older. Now, what goals do you have for 2019 regarding your YouTube channel?
I think it would be nice to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, because I think I've actually got 1,000 people that like what I do, and I think that's the thing I really want to strive for. And I think just better myself, just do better videos that people want to come back to.
Yeah, because I know that goals are really good to set, and you're almost at 1,000.
I think I was just over the 700 mark, and which actually amazed me, because when I first started the channel, I thought no one is going to watch me. No, and then obviously I started getting a few subscribers, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I've actually gone past the 500 mark. So I like to thank everyone that's actually subscribed to me and enjoy what I do, and it's what keeps me going. I think it's that I do have a tiny little audience that loves the things I do.
Yeah, it's the first 100. So if you guys are YouTubers and you have less than 100 subscribers and you're struggling, don't worry. You will get past that. The first 100, the first 1,000 subscribers are the hardest to get. The first 100 are the hardest to get because you're getting your name out there. So if you have less than 100, just keep going. You will get there. And it is pretty awesome because, you know, once you get 100, like, you're like, wow, 100 people watch me. And then you get to 500 and you're like, 500 people watch me, or like, are subscribed. And then you know, get to 600. It's like, wow, like it's pretty amazing that you are doing this for a passion and other people can see your passion come to life.
I think that's one thing. I think you're saying about your goals. I think it's a case of, look, if you want a video idea, go on to the trending and see what's trending, because believe it or not, trending subjects actually brings you in the people to your channel. I mean, I did a vlog about Doctor Who, which was about the showrunner, and because of that, I got over 8,000 views on that video, which to me is like, oh my god. But because of it, I got subscribers because they either agreed with me or it brought them to my channel. And I think that's the thing. It's a case of sometimes if you want an idea, just check out what's actually trending in your niche.
And that is very important. So that's one of the tips for doing YouTube is check out the trending, see what people are watching. What other tips do you have for YouTubers that are just starting out or have been doing YouTube but need some more advice? So what tips do you have that you can give them?
I think it's definitely the keyword stroke tags, the right video titles that are searchable. So if you're talking about someone, you know, actually try and put them tagged as well as into the video title. And I think definitely it's that thumbnail. That thumbnail is the thing that really draws that person to you. And then once you've got them in, make sure your content is strong. That if you like what you're watching as you, and you think, will other people subscribe to that, then you're doing the right thing, because it is a case of you have to say to yourself, if I come across my channel as a different person, would I subscribe? And if I say yes, I would, then you know you're on the right path.
See, and this brings me to my next question. So thank you, Martin. Yes, so the same thing with, like Martin said, with the thumbnail. That is the book cover. Like you said before, it will bring people to check out your channel. If you have just a simple, you know, not saying over like too much, but if you have like the right amount for the thumbnail, the book cover, that's what gets people to watch that video, and also the content. So if it's something that maybe you would not have liked, you wouldn't have opened it. And the same with your content. If, you know, I know that my husband has heard it from a bigger YouTuber, and he says, if you know, record and you are editing your video and it's not something that you would watch, don't put it up, because then other people probably want to watch it too.
Well, at the same time, I think we do need to be hard on ourselves, but we can't be too hard, because we'll never get any content out if we just walk away constantly thinking, I'm not happy with that, not happy with that. There comes a point where you have to say, that's the best I've done on this video, and take it out there. And even though you hate it as a person, as a creator, there might be a lot of people that actually enjoy what you do. And so, yes, be hard on yourself, but don't be too hard on yourself, because I think we are very insecure people, and we want to do the best we can. But I think we always can be too hard to do the best we can.
Yeah. But I'm saying if it's like something like there's dead silence, or something that just you would lose your own motivation to watch it, you know, kind of like think of how you can do better. And of course, like, we are our own, as humans, we are our own worst critic. We like, oh, this is wrong, like just about ourselves. So, you know, put out content that you would watch, that, you know, you show effort. If you put out a video and who was I talking to? I was talking to Larry's Lounge. I don't know if you ever heard of McJuggernuggets.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay, so my husband actually acted in his series, his most recent series. And his uncle is Uncle Larry, Larry's Lounge. So make sure you go check them out. And he said, when I did, he was a YouTuber of the week. And he says, if you are doing a video or a vlog or anything and you're not into it, your audience can tell that. Like if you're not into, like if you're like, hey guys, so today we're going to talk about this. And normally you're like upbeat, your audience can tell that you didn't really put work into it. Like you just are putting up a video to put up a video, but there's nothing, you can tell that you're different.
I think, yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I think you need that passion for what you're talking about, whether it is really positive passion or it's I'm very angry about this, and people will tell if your heart's not in it. And I think that's the thing. When I look back at the footage, if I don't like what I see because it wasn't as good as it could be, I'll just redo it and try and up the game a bit more, because at the end of the day, you want people to come along and see that there is that enthusiasm there for what you do.
Yeah. And if you don't have your heart into it, guys, you know, maybe just don't upload that video or maybe redo it. Gavin says, did you all hear that astronomers found a radio signal 1.5 billion galaxies away? I didn't hear that. That's pretty cool though. Dan says, well, speaking of magic of editing, I have to go to work. Y'all have a great day. Thanks so much, Dan, for checking us out. And guys, if you guys are just joining us, welcome. So what, are there any new series, any new things coming to your channel?
I've got to do last year's Cock of the Year, so that's coming, which is basically the last bit of unfinished business to 2018. I have seen something about Logan Paul this morning that did actually make me very angry, so I think there's got to be a vlog about that.
I love how real life gives you inspiration. Love it. So is there anything else that you would like to tell the people who are watching this video about you or your channel?
Well, I want to use this platform to actually thank a good friend of mine called Michelle, because when I write my scripts, I send it to her and say, can I have your opinion on this? And because she's got writing experience, because I mean, if you get a chance, check out her blogs on Facebook, Michelle Jacobs. She knows what makes good structure, and so she'll come back and say, I liked it, but just tweak this. And you go, yeah, actually that makes sense. And because of her writing experience, I've learned more about writing my own stuff. So that's the thing. I would love to shout out to that lady.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. So guys, make sure you check out that channel. I think Martin will probably leave her channel name in the description.
Oh, she's a vlogger, but she's written blogger. So she has a Facebook page, which I will
comment.
Yeah.
Now I know that having that fresh set of eyes will help you become a better YouTuber or a vlogger. That's why, you know, like my husband, like sometimes I bounce ideas. So finding support in someone who has a common interest into your channel, because I know that when we first started doing YouTube, my family, not my immediate family, because we were all on board, but like some of my family were like, well, why are you doing that? Like, why are you putting, you know, everything out there? And, you know, I said, well, everything's pretty much out there anyway. And I'm just documenting, you know, making memories, creating them, sharing our memories. So, you know, a lot of people get support from their family. Some people don't. So when you first started doing your YouTube, did you get that support?
I think a lot of people were surprised I was going to go down the YouTube path. But because they knew I had done acting, they knew I put myself out there. I don't think they were fully surprised about the direction I was going to take myself. I do have friends that still support me today, and it's great that there are still people that will, again, they'll come back and say, I really love what you did with this particular video, or no, I didn't like this video because you didn't do this. And I go, well, thank you very much. I've now actually got to take that on board and learn from it. And it's a case of, it's nice to get support from people that you know in your life, because they're the people that are going to be your biggest critics.
Yeah, and I love that, you know, doing YouTube personally, and actually I've witnessed it, is that, you know, confidence, it builds your confidence, it builds your friendships, it kind of like makes you like, not like a different person, but it kind of like gives you that platform to give you your self-expression.
I mean, deep down as a real person, I can be very insecure. So I think YouTube's a great way of giving me that confidence to be vocal about stuff that I would most likely be silent about. And I think that's the thing. It's constantly giving me that every day, every week, every year I do it, the more confident I come as a performer, as a person. And I think so, therefore, you doing YouTube, even if you're just vlogging about your day, I think it gives you that confidence to do that stuff.
Yeah, and you know, the way that my husband and I do, like, we have two separate channels, but the way that we have it is like, we are who we are. Like, if, and especially I do live videos. I do live videos twice a week. I have YouTuber of the week, and I have Sundays with the Hagertys. Sundays with the Hagertys are like Sunday night. You're sleeping, but it's a way that we kind of like end our weekend or end our week with our subscribers, our family, our YouTube family. All right, thanks so much, Finn. And hi, Tabby, it is like 3, it's almost 4 o'clock your time too. Tabby, Martin is from UK. So Tabby is one of our family, and he's 5 hours away from us too. Tabby, where are you from? I forget, it just slipped my mind. But Tabby is crazy, likes to join us late at night, and I'm like, you should be sleeping. But you know, so we go to live twice a week, and if you like, you can tell that by doing editing, I mean, by doing videos and by doing live, is that you can tell if who's being like, which one is real, because live you can only fake it so much. When you make videos, you can be whoever you want to be. When you do live, you know. Tappy's from Ireland. I knew that, Tappy.
I think, yeah, doing live streams, the improvisation thing is completely different, and it's a whole different ball game. And you have to say to yourself, right, got to remember, you've got to still keep talking to people, because they come to you to see you, and it is that thing. It's that different mindset that you've got the video side that you thinking, I need this to be perfect. You can never make live streams perfect, but you do the best you can, and like you said, this is the real you that people are seeing.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people I know a lot of people are different on their channel than they are in real life. And my husband and I didn't want that. We wanted to be who we are. We wanted to share our lives the way that they are, or our videos like who we are. Because if you meet us on the street, or you know, if you ever come to the United States, but if you meet us in real life, we want you to be like that. You're the same person. I don't want to, because a lot of YouTubers that we meet that or we have met, they're completely different. It's like, can I have who you are on you know, your videos?
I think with me, a lot of myself goes into my video. Yes, I think there were caricatures to myself on certain videos, and I think I'm a little bit more sweary on video than I would try to be in real life. But I think yeah, you've got to keep a lot of that self as part of who you are on your channel, because I think that's what attracts people is your personality.
Mm-hmm. I know, like, by doing YouTube, you can't curse, and I curse a lot. So by doing YouTube, I've cursed less. So I've controlled by doing YouTube, I'm going to say my filter is working, but in real life, there's no filter.
I think with video, yes, I do swear, and I won't stop that. But I try to put the swearing in context, because it's not worth just dropping the F-bomb for the sake of dropping the F-bomb. It's got to have that. This is the reason why I'm doing that. And I try to actually not to be sweary unless it's absolutely necessary. That's why I kind of like, and that's why I think I script it, because it's a case of I want to get a point across without people going away thinking I don't like his channel because he's too aggressive or he's too sweary and stuff.
Happy says, yes, I agree. Live streams show a more real side to people than videos. There has been people who've met YouTubers in the street and are so surprised they are not as they are on camera. Because it is like with doing videos, like I think somebody made a movie of it, is that especially with vloggers, is that they are like super excited and like life is perfect and my life is this and this and this, and then the camera shuts off and they're like completely different. So that's why like I don't want to fake I don't want to fake my channel, because eventually they're going to see an opposite side and like, whoa, that's crazy. But a lot of times that's their real life. So I like to be real, and I know you are too, and that's why I love your commentary when you play games, because I know you're going to give me, even though I'm not a gamer, like I said, and you know that, but I love your enthusiasm on your videos. I love that you put your time and it shows into your videos, because that's what makes a great YouTuber. And I see so many things good for your channel coming up in 2019 that I cannot wait. So guys, it is so sad because it is the end of this week's YouTuber of the Week. Can you believe it? It went by super fast.
Oh, I was really enjoying myself there.
That's right. For the people who, like, I know Tappy always joins my live streams, which he's an amazing supporter. And for everyone who's joined, these live streams always go by super fast because we're having fun. And that's what it's about. It's not about being boring and just having a stream to get your watch time. Like, I really enjoy this series. Like, I really enjoy meeting other YouTubers. Like, yes, we chat on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, but actually talking to you and collabing is pretty amazing. And I love helping build other channels up. Like, it's not just about me. Like, we started YouTuber of the Week, and we've been doing this for almost, next week will be 2 years. It used to be on my husband's channel, John Hagerty Vlogs, and March of last year we put it on my channel, and we switched it up. Now it's live. But we started it when I only had 35 subscribers. And even at that point, I knew that I wanted to support other YouTubers and build their channels up as well. And so I think it's pretty amazing where this YouTuber of the Week has gone. And I just love everybody who's been a part of it and the future YouTubers of the week. So guys, if you are just joining us, sorry that you missed it. Make sure you watch this back and show some support. This is Martin from Mr. G. He does gaming. He does vlogs. He does a variety of things. So make sure you go check out his channel. It's in the description below. And make sure you just, support him and share the love. And is there any one last thing that you want to tell the people who are watching?
I think I'd just like to thank everybody that's coming on today and shown support for this. But at the same time, it's one thing I want to say to you is you have been a great person that's a champion for actually getting other small YouTubers out there. And I definitely want to say thank you very much for that, for giving me the shot to come on today, and so people could see me and hopefully get me some new people to come to my channel. So definitely, yeah, thank you so very much for being that person that cares about other people in the community.
Always. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me, because kind of like how comments on YouTube comments, that coming from you means a lot to me. And that's why I continue to do what I do, is to spread that positivity, to spread that support and encourage other people. And so thank you, Martin. I really appreciate that. So guys, thank you so very much for joining us. Martin, thank you so much for being amazing.
No, thank you very much for having me.
Please go. Hey, please go. Oh, the dog wants to say hi. Are you done? Yeah. Okay. She's always up there when I do lives. She doesn't like the camera or anything like that, but she likes being back there. So Martin, thank you so very much for just being an awesome YouTuber, being an awesome supporter, being an awesome moderator, and helping me throughout the week and helping run the group. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy your Saturdays. And Martin, I just want you to hold on for 1 second after I leave. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy your Saturdays. Make sure you tune in next week for YouTube of the Week. I will mention that on Sunday with the Hagertys. So next time we're live is tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys can join us there as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Always think positive. Never give up. Live life to the fullest. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.